Hello, chillins, and welcome to another one of Huggy's adventures. It's the Huggy Time Adventures. Today's show is brought to you by Sweetwater Sound. You can go check them out at sweetwater.com, and you can see where Huggy bought all the equipment to do the Huggy Time Adventures show. They sell everything over there, so y'all go check them out right now, and Huggy give them big ups. Now you know there's a lot going on right now in the world, and Huggy just can't believe all this stuff that he sees going on around him with the government and the Rona and all this stuff with vaccines. Now Huggy knows that none of it's right. It's all foolishness, and it's all going to hell in a handbasket. But Huggy don't want to get in a handbasket, and Huggy don't want to go to hell. Huggy wants to go to heaven and enjoy peace and life for eternity. Huggy knows there's a lot of soulless beings out there walking the planet right now. We call them NPCs, as non-playable character. They're known as the background people, and the background people are always out there in the background. They in the airport, they in the bus station, and they not even real. They just walking around, and they dress like people, and they doing people stuff, but they don't have a soul. And Huggy wants to talk to you today about the importance of having a soul. It's important you don't lose your soul, and give your soul up to the man, cause the man will take you down a road that you don't want to go down, and before you know it, you got a mask on your face, and they done give you a prick in your butt, and it ain't gonna be a vaccine, it's gonna be a big black dick. So y'all need to think about this. Listen up now, cause Huggy gonna spit some truth on YouTube right now. Now, one thing about Huggy is Huggy always gonna man up if Huggy does something wrong. And I think that's something that y'all need to take a lesson from Huggy Playbook and take responsibility for your own shit. If Huggy hugs someone to death and they die, Huggy gonna take responsibility for the motherfucking death, okay? You gotta take responsibility for your own shit, and sometimes you gotta kill the old you, and I don't mean physically with a gun, I mean you gotta bury your bad ways, you gotta step forth as a new creation, and you gotta become something other than a motherfucking piece of shit on the streets of Los Angeles, walking around looking for somebody to bum rush. Now, there are a lot of you motherfuckers out there that be getting the bums rush from Joe Biden and his ultra-leftist community. Now, they got this new thing out there called Ultra MAGA, and if you voted for Trump, then they saying that you part of the problem. They saying that the Ultra MAGA movement is the worst thing to happen, but Huggy gonna tell you right now, Huggy gonna set it straight and tell you that them folks, them 40% who did not get the vaccine, they are the majority. We call them the purebloods, cause they ain't taking no pricks, they ain't gonna wear no mask, they ain't gonna listen to shit Joe Biden says, cause everything out of his mouth is a motherfucking lie. Now, if you voted for Joe Biden, Huggy wants you to get into your prayer closet and repent of that shit, because that is just wrong and you know it now. You seen the gas prices, you seen what happened in Afghanistan, you see what's going on right now. He blaming Vladimir Putin for everything. I'm surprised Vladimir Putin don't stick his foot up Joe Biden's ass. He could do it. He could do it. Vladimir Putin ride a horse with an AK. Joe Biden's in a freaking walker, walking across the grass, could barely make it because his tennis balls is dragging in the dirt. And that's who y'all voted for, was the senile guy, the old dude. And ain't nothing wrong with being old, Which is, you wouldn't run the fucking country if I was fucking 80 years old. Huggy ain't gonna do shit when he's 80 years old except for sit around and drink Mai Tais and get blowjobs from hookers. Huggy gotta smoke a lot of weed to keep it on the up and up. The other day, some lady asked Huggy if Huggy was high, and Huggy said, yes, I'm high as balls. And she gave Huggy a real disrespectful look, and Huggy said, you want to see what it's like when I'm not high? She said, sure, so Huggy gave her this. It's okay, folks. She was an NPC. She did not have a soul, just like Joe Biden. It's okay. Ain't no consequences on that one. What you need to learn is you need to learn who the actual players in the game are, who's the real people, and who's the NPCs, the non-playable characters, otherwise known as the background people, and all they doing is just filling up space, filling in little bits of information, little pieces of data. They trying to make all this look real, cause we living in a motherfucking simulation created by the aliens. They told me all that when I met up with them the other day. They showed me reality as we know it, and it was all just a bunch of zeros and ones, and it was all coming out of a universe. It looked like a giant hard drive in the sky. If you listening to the sound of Huggy's voice right now, and you thinking about this shit, and you thinking, man, I did not know all this, then chances are you do have a soul. Because if you thinking about it, then that means you're not one of the background programs that's just running randomly to keep things look busy. And it's bullshit. That's the way the government's doing. They're getting ready to put a big control down on the people. And it ain't gonna be fun, and Huggy ain't gonna go willingly into the night. No, Huggy's gonna raise up some arms and some legs, and Huggy's gonna start kicking and screaming, and motherfuckers is gonna die. It's plain and simple. I don't mean to make it sound like a bad thing, cause it's not bad at all. All we doing is killing NPCs. We not killing real soul beings. If you run across a real being with a soul, you will know, because if you look them in the eyes, there's something there behind their eyes. Now, if you look Joe Biden in his squinty eyes, all you see is dark coal. Just a dark hole filled with coal, because that man ain't got nothing in his soul. Oh goodness, that makes Huggy want to do a song. We're gonna have to do a song about Joe Biden's black coal soul.
Black coal soul, won't you come and wash my dreams away? Black coal soul, won't you come? Won't you come? Black coal soul, won't you come and wash my dreams away? Black coal soul, won't you come? Won't you come?
That's right, folks. Huggy knows there is an evil that is coming, yea, and it is even upon you now, and that is trying to destroy America. He's trying to move us into the Great Reset, the big switch, and it's not a good thing for our country or for the world. We know the next thing that happens is a checkless, cashless society, the mark of the beast, the beginning of the Great Tribulation, and all kinds of other happy horse nonsense that I know you all are not prepared for. The Three Horsemen is not something that you want to see on the way to work tomorrow. There's a lot of people out there that's treating life like it's a game. The only thing is, they not one of the real players. They're one of the NPCs, and they don't even have a soul. So make sure when you're dealing with people that you're dealing with someone who actually has a soul. Otherwise, you might be in danger yourself. Now Huggy knows for sure that Joe Biden ain't got no soul. So Huggy gonna ask the president, not my president, but someone's president, what happened to your soul? Let me ask him a question. Excuse me, Mr. Biden, I gotta ask you a question. I wanna know what point did you sell your soul to Satan?
That's a serious question, right?
That is all for today's episode. You chillins be good to one another and try to show some respect to your mama and your daddy. Alright, Huggy out.